Hello and welcome to the Gamers. It is 2014.
It is.
Bloody heads!
Woo!
2013 has been a busy year. It was the start of the YouTube channel The Gamers.
It was.
For a historical fact. But that is not the reason why we are here today. The reason why we are here today is our top 10 best games of 2013.
So I'm going to start off. Whenever we've got a good mix of consoles, handhelds, so...
And don't get angry if your game's not on.
Yeah,
it's our list.
It might be there somewhere, but you know, as Sam said, it's our list. So coming in at number 10 on the Wii U, it is Pikmin 3.
It is.
Pikmin 3, I mean, if you'd asked me earlier in the year whether I think this would have come...
You'd have said top 5?
Yeah, I definitely would have said definitely higher, possibly top 5.
This is before it came out.
Yeah. Now, there's not actually anything wrong with the game at all.
It's an excellent game.
Yeah, it looks amazing, it plays brilliantly.
Utilises all the controls
yes.
well.
However you want to control it, you can basically control it. If you want to do the gamepad, nunchuck, you know, don't worry about it. It's got extra game modes, free DLC that was just given out, as we mentioned in the Gamers News. But I think it's just like, it was originally meant to be a release title.
Yeah.
And I think we've held that against it because it took all this time. So the Wii U came out in November 2012.
God.
And then this didn't come out until August 2013.
That's the thing, when you've got anticipation, it can ruin a game.
Yeah, and I've still not completed it. I mean, it's a brilliant game, but I've not completed it, and that must suggest to me that it wasn't as good as... well, maybe it was as good as 1 and 2, but...
Possibly was. It's just, I'd say the anticipation killed it.
Yeah.
I think.
But, no, a good game, so that will start off our top 10.
And at number 9, we have our first... I give it away. But it's a handheld. It's our first handheld, and that is Animal Crossing.
New Leaf for 3DS.
Yep.
I think you all pretty much know what it's about, but you move into a village with all these animals, get given little tasks, and you actually... The new thing about this game is you're the mayor.
Yeah.
So you can choose whether to do like renovation projects or build new things, or just be the mayor who doesn't want to do anything.
It's always been an excellent game. Every iteration has been an excellent game, and this really is no...
No, I love all the Nintendo items. Like you've seen in one of my rooms, it's all like the Zelda stuff. So you've got Majora's Mask, and I'm dressed up as Link, and it was little things like that.
It's such a great time killer.
Yeah,
it's one of those games where there isn't a huge storyline, and there's not really that much purpose to the game. No. But if you want to kill time, this is the perfect game to kill time.
I mean, it's never going to reach number 1 on our list.
It would never. I hope not. It would never reach number 1 on anybody's list because there's been much better games this year.
It never. You can't. This is one of those games that a lot of people I know won't play just because they consider it childish. Yeah. Which it is. I get.
Yeah.
Which it is, but.
The art style could be classed as childish and everything like that.
Living with animals, but it's surprisingly addictive. And
it is.
Yeah. Once you first get it, you're literally on it every day. Like, I need to check my village is okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like many other games, but it's just on a good handheld, and it plays well, and it's made well, and it's just a fantastic game.
Okay, so coming in at number 8 is another 3DS title.
It is, and this one came out earlier this year.
It did,
and it is
Fire Emblem Awakening.
It most certainly is.
Similarly to Pikmin 3, I was mega hyped for Fire Emblem because Fire Emblem is one of those series that didn't used to come out as frequently as Mario, Donkey Kong.
No, you had to really bide your time for a Fire.
And then you didn't actually know if it was going to come out in America or England.
Yeah.
So when I first heard there was going to be a new Fire Emblem game, I was really excited. And I heard it was going to be on just the handheld, and I thought, okay, we've had quite a few on handhelds, and my favourite ones were, even though they're all good on handhelds, my favourite 2 were Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
And I quite like Sacred Stones. That was quite a good Fire Emblem.
That was a good Fire Emblem. Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah.
So they were on the GameCube and the Wii.
Yeah.
Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. So I was kind of really hoping for like a Wii U. I would have preferred to wait longer to get a Wii U. But anyway, I've got this one for 3DS, and what I'd say is it's a really, really good Fire Emblem game for beginners.
Okay.
It gets you into the series.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's got really cool cutscenes.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, it's actually got some of the best cutscenes of any 3DS game. Full stop. Actually,
it's got some characters with a really full personality. You know, you really feel involved with.
but it's still got that classic Fire Emblem way of playing. If anything, it's more in depth than most of the Fire Emblems with the class changes and the leveling up system.
Totally, but like I think I was telling you this. I didn't like the fact that you could change anyone to any class. It just made it like, well, no, because that's the way they envision characters to be a knight or a soldier. So that's what they should
paladin
be.
Or whatever.
Yeah, so that's what they should be, and it wasn't like that. And fantastic game, but for me, compared to the Fire Emblems, too easy.
Well, there you go.
So too easy, but a really good game.
Right, now we're on to, is this on number 7?
Number 7, yes.
And this one came out just before Christmas, and for you in America, you have yet to play this game.
Yeah, so we won't have any spoilers in.
But for us lucky ones,
yes,
it is Bravely Default from our great friends at Square Enix.
Now this could have possibly been higher, but I only got this on Christmas Day.
So yeah, you
so a little over a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so classic old
Square Enix game.
Square Enix RPG.
Crystals were obviously involved.
Yeah. Turn-based fights.
Yeah.
Some really cool things with the AR card for the 3DS users.
It has an incredible opening scene.
Yeah, the opening cutscene, it tells you to do something with the AR card that comes on the back of the manual for the game, and I'll just say it's very, very entertaining. Oh,
there's the actual AR card, yeah.
Yeah, because the actual subtitle of Bravely Default is Where the Fairies Fly, I believe.
I don't
doesn't actually tell from the box, but it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I trust you. But yes, I mean, the weird thing is Square Enix haven't brought out, not many that I can think of that have been made by them, any RPGs that have been made by them, purely for handheld. Obviously, you've got Final Fantasy remakes and stuff, but this is
like a new one.
This is going to be a rare game. This really is, and
it also comes with a collector's edition as well that I think it's been released. Well, it's been released here in America.
It is honestly, it is an absolutely excellent game, and for those who like RPGs. The PS Vita doesn't have all of the good ones.
Yeah.
The 3DS has some good ones as well.
And that was 3 3DS games in a row.
In a row. Yeah. So the 3DS has been no slouch this year.
No, who would have thought there was something? You know, me and Sam and King have jokes about what Nintendo doing.
Yeah, to be fair.
What they're doing with the Wii U, maybe, but 3DS, I don't think you can do.
Pikmin 3 was lucky to get on the list. We should say that.
Yeah.
Next we have.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't actually have this next game.
Yeah.
This is why it's so high up on the list, because I've only seen
others play
it for about an hour, 2 hours. But the reviews it got, and I think we've both seen bits of it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few hours of people playing and stuff.
See, clues are, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
It's a well-known game, and it's done so well, and they love it that much that it's been re-released on PS4 and Xbox One, and that is Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it does honestly look
by Square Enix.
Again, they've had a good year actually.
They have.
Yes, I mean this game looks excellent. I mean the actual art style is fantastic. It
plays flawlessly.
Very adult themes, which is good because that's what you want Tomb Raider to be. You don't want it to be, because there were some during the mid-2000s that were a bit childish.
Yeah, and a bit more corny, like Roger Moore Bond corny.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, make it a bit more brutal. And
so and that's what it was. It really was brutal. I mean, she was dying pretty much every single scene.
Yeah,
also had looks of a Metal Gear Solid. You know, like some of the bits in the forest. It really looked like Metal Gear.
When my brother was playing it, I said to him, "This reminds me so much of Metal Gear because you're going through the forest and you're kind of trying to survive.
Yeah.
But also, this is all in the first 30 minutes, so you like kind of get beaten up. And you're going around and you're trying to bandage yourself. And it reminded me of that bit in Snakey.
Yeah, just
and
like
you fall off the bridge, and then you got your arm in a sling, and it's like.
Yeah, the cigar makes you worse, doesn't it? Yeah, you smoke the cigar.
But, so that Tomb Raider number 6. Now number 5. One that I think of all the videos I've seen this year of top games of the year, this has appeared in every single one I've watched, but it's appeared higher in general. And that is on the PS3.
I'll hold it up and you can read
PS3
it.
exclusive, there it is. You knew it was coming at some point. The Last of Us.
Right, where should we start with The Last of Us? I think we should start with its best thing.
The storyline.
The storyline. I think there's not been a game, I shouldn't say that because Heavy Rain is kind of excellent. There's not been many games which has such an incredible story. So in depth, so well written, and so well acted.
And so believable.
And
it's believable because it's down to earth.
Troy Baker.
Yeah, what someone else was saying about it is they're not heroes, they're not game characters,
they're real people.
They're real people with real emotions.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
so I'd say if that's its best thing, its second best thing, it isn't still bad, is the actual play, the actual way you play, the actual action. It's still fantastic. It's heart-rendering, scary, and the actual controls are fantastic. It plays how you want it to play.
Don't think because we've got it on only number, because a lot of people say you've only got it at number 5. It's only number 5, I think.
The gap between 5 and 1 is nothing, really.
Yes. I think as you can say, the ones that on our higher are just more personal to us. That's that's the only reason why. There's not much more I can say about.
It is just an excellent game, and if you can get it, because you will not enjoy it. I mean, its only downfall, and I think part of the reason why it's a bit lower down, is it's not very long, and the online is a bit. Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't make the game. It's just that's its only downfall.
Because one of these games coming up now, both these games coming up now.
Yeah,
one of them I didn't play online at all. Didn't take away from it at all. And the other one, I hated the online.
Yeah, the online was a bit.
But coming in at joint 4th.
You hold one up, I will hold the.
Because I wanted one in 3rd place, which was this one, Batman.
Hold it up properly.
Batman Arkham Origins, and Simon wanted GTA 5 in 3rd place. So we put them both at joint 4th.
At joint 4th.
Do you want to start off with GTA 5?
I reckon we start with GTA 5. It obviously came up. It suffered actually from the same problems as Pikmin 3. They kept pushing it back. It needs retooling. It needs refining. But it is the best GTA I've probably played on.
And for me, it's the second.
Yeah, rather than Vice City.
Yeah, Vice City. That's me. Vice City is because I love that era of 80s.
I'd say it has, for me, the best story of any GTA.
I can go along with that.
Yeah, the map. I mean, there's no doubt that it's the best map.
Yeah.
If we're talking size, it is without doubt the best map.
Because it's not too big.
It's not. I mean, it's big enough.
It's big enough, but like, I kind of thought I'm never ever gonna be able to learn the roads and where I was. Like the first week I had it, I thought. But no, after I played it, I thought, yeah, I do know without looking at the GPS where I'm going. And
so the characters are all semi-relatable. Then they're all good people to actually have a story with.
And that was another thing, because at first I think we were a bit worried that
how would
the 3 work? Would it work in missions? Yeah, it did.
And I have to admit, the actual main storyline was really, really well written.
It was.
And you felt involved. The way you actually had to make the decisions for the actual missions, you felt involved with it.
Definitely, and you felt involved with the characters.
And it's, I mean, if you're looking for a game to fill a good 100 hours plus,
easily,
because of all the collectibles, you would easily find 100 hours. And then I said, we don't like the online, but if it's
that's us. We're not saying the online is bad. It's just
we didn't like it. But it's the online is ridiculously huge. I mean, with the fucking value for money, this is the best value for money game that's perhaps ever been.
I think maybe if I had more people to
play with,
but like what annoyed me is one of my friends who really enjoyed playing this online is every time we'd go into like a lobby of Team Deathmatch, or it could be because my internet shit, but every time we went into a game of Team Deathmatch or a race, every time we exited out of that lobby and wanted to change what we were in, we got separated as a party, and it just really, because then we'd have to find each other again and but that, I mean, really, that doesn't actually say what the online's like, but that's just something
that's just something personal.
Yeah.
But I mean, so graphically, this is absolutely incredible as well.
It is.
The fact that obviously I know it had to be installed, but not many loads. It just has one big load, and then after that, it's just.
That's genius.
Yeah.
I prefer to do that anytime. Have a long enough load at the start, and a suddenly when you come play it.
Yeah. Skyrim, for instance, we both had that if Skyrim had one massive load at the start and it didn't load after that, we would. And obviously, if it had to be installed.
Going through Whiterun and going through the Fighters Guild and all those different rooms.
Yeah, and how
loading here, loading there. Anyway, we're not talking about.
Anyway, talking about incredible game, well deserved in its place.
Okay, so I say Batman. I'm going to start off with the bad point about it, which is why it's not higher, and that was. I was so excited for this coming out in October.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the collector's edition unboxing video, and you can see there. You can see my face. Dan's waiting to play that game, and then I played in it so I think we got it on the Friday. And I played it all weekend, and then Sunday night I think I texted you saying my save date's been wiped.
It's been corrupted.
All corrupted. Couldn't get it back. I was kind of like, oh, I'm unlucky. I wasn't lucky. It happened to a lot of people. That's what made
Yeah,
it worse.
it happened to you twice.
So it happened to me twice.
But if anything, that's actually just a point of how good the game is. For the fact that Aiden had his data
That is true.
twice, and yet he still went through it again and again and
Yes, I backed up every single save to the cloud.
again. Yeah.
But going on just the game, people who say this isn't as good as Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, I think they are just bitter about some of the glitches in it. Because I actually think if you played them all back to back, I don't think there's a series that stays so true to what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't change too much. They kept the fighting in each thing perfect.
Oh, I'll say, well, I mean, you couldn't tell that this actually was made by a different company. I don't think. You would think it was made by the same company the whole way through.
Because they added new features, but didn't. It wasn't like ridiculous.
No.
And as I say, the main thing to keep the same is the detective mode and the fighting, and they kept it.
Yeah, so it's excellent graphics,
Yes.
a really good sized map.
Some of the best bosses ever in a game.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
And
mean
the actual
like,
concept of the story is absolutely fantastic.
yeah, like one night to kill Batman.
So I would say epic game, epic boss fights, really, really well animated, fantastic voice acting. Troy Baker again,
Troy Baker as Joker, yeah.
who actually did a better job than I think a lot of people thought he was going to.
Yeah, because obviously in the previous two Batmans it was Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
like Luke Skywalker of all people. Who would have thought it when he was back in Star Wars that he would have?
He would grow up to be the Joker.
There you go.
Excellent game, and now we are on to our top three.
Top threes.
And for the third one,
Third one.
we have. I'll just.
Ooh. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. You need to show people what.
I know actually, because actually I made the sound and I'll play it again.
Pretty cool.
50 rupees.
So Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds for 3DS yet again.
Yet again.
3DS.
The
right
3DS
again.
has made our top three.
Yes. Also, along with Brave Default, I only got this for Christmas. These
Yes.
are like my two presents. I got was this and Brave Default,
Yeah.
and that shows you how good I haven't completed it. Nowhere near. I've just got to the point in the game where you have Master Sword. So if you know what that is, no spoilers, because you're obviously going to get Master Sword because it's on the front of the box.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, a Zelda game without the Master Sword isn't really a Zelda game.
So yeah. So and it's already in the top three
Yeah.
because I think A Link to the Past is possibly my third favourite Zelda game of all time.
And a lot of people would actually put it in their top three as well.
Yes, I mean a lot of people would say that that's the top Zelda, if not the top game.
It was one of my favourites growing up, full stop.
Yeah, because mine would go Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
And then I think it would now go A Link Between Worlds. And that's because it does everything that A Link to the Past did. And then some.
Yeah.
And I don't mean and then some better, I mean it just does something different.
Yeah.
I mean the way the 3D
So well
floor,
polished.
it is.
I
So
mean-
many good ideas in it.
Yeah. So you can tell Nintendo do love Zelda for the fact that this game is one of the most polished games I've ever seen. There's no pixel out of place.
No.
There are no glitches. It is honestly it's like someone went through it with a fine tooth comb and just picked out every little glitch, and it's all sorted. It is incredible.
And one of the best things I think they did is not just keep the old music, but remaster it and give it a bit of a, not remix it, but you know, just give it a breath of fresh air.
And obviously, as the whole new thing about obviously being able to turn 2D and obviously
Yes.
a link between worlds, it is.
Because you kind of get past the point of it's like, okay, in Zelda, what am I going to have to do in this room? Am I going to have to beat every enemy? Am I going to have to light the torches? It's like in this one.
Same old puzzles.
Yeah, like there's this one, there's this bit where there's a gap in the valley, and number of games you have to be thinking, okay, well, I need the hook shot to get across. No. Do I need the Pegasus boots to run across? I was like, no. And I was like, I'm being such an idiot. All I need to do is go into the wall, merge, and go across.
Yeah.
But because my mind wasn't thinking like that,
Yeah.
and what I loved is it was just something, just an extra part to it.
Yeah, because I mean, what Nintendo realised now is that people who played Zelda when they were younger are now in their mid-20s, late 30s. So mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s. I mean, obviously, some could even be in their early 40s. And those people don't want simple puzzles. They want the tough stuff.
Yeah, and it's pitched perfectly because some of the past few Zeldas have been, for me, it's like what I was saying about Fire Emblem. They've gone back to kind of make it too easy.
And Skyward Sword was definitely systematic of that, because that was a bit too easy.
Yeah. So from what I can tell, it's like I haven't died yet. But it's been challenging nonetheless.
Good.
It's been a good challenging level.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Top
it's time
two.
for top twos. The top two the top two, sorry, were disputed for a while.
Yeah.
Because we both kind of wanted to put this one at number one, but then we kind of thought, is that just us being us, and because it's a series that we love?
Yeah.
So we couldn't.
We should both say actually that the top two are both RPGs.
Yeah, and they're both on the same console.
They're both JRPGs. Hopefully that shouldn't ruin it. But
And they're both exclusive to PS3.
yeah. So without further ado, number two is Tales of Exilia.
Damn, we loved this game. Absolutely loved it. I mean,
There was so much hype
yes.
before and playing the game.
Because it was awesome that it was the first one that kind of really focused on two main characters, and you got to choose which one you went. So when I started the game, I started with Jude, and then obviously Simon was Mila. And
We should just tell you actually, just for those who haven't played it, Jude is the male character there, and Mila is the female character there. And they're the mains that you actually get to choose from at the beginning.
So we kind of went into it open-minded, and that's literally all we knew about the game. We didn't even know that there were two main characters. No, we were like, oh my god, you choose.
We'd purposefully refrained from looking at anything YouTube-wise, anything review-wise, because we wanted to make sure that it was as hype as possible.
I think the only thing I said to you that I'd heard was that you could link up in battle.
Yes,
that was it, and we did. That was literally like, okay, what does linking mean? But then we got this game, and it was like, so I'm going around as Jude, and Simon was controlling Mila for me, and it was like, oh, it was the first day, because in the game Mila starts off just broken. She can do whatever she wants. I was like, oh, I made a bad choice. But then we started doing some like crazy combos.
Yeah, honestly, the combo system in that is really addictive.
Yeah, it's so just the fighting that is so fun, isn't it? Like, and it was one of the Tales of games, along with Tales of Graces, that I got to the point that I could control like every character really well.
Actually, one of the first Tales of to have every single character be enjoyable to play.
Yes.
For completely different reasons. I mean, you may not like them for their character design, but every single character is actually fun to play.
Yes.
So I mean, for that, it's incredible. Story was absolutely incredible. Had you hooked every single time.
There's, I won't because I can't spoil it if you haven't played it. But there was just one cutscene, and I was like, it was you probably went through 80% of it with me.
Yeah.
And it was the one like bit of chapter that Sam didn't go through it with me. I was like, sending a message saying like, oh my god, this has happened. I was literally like,
Yeah. It is honestly one of the best. Actually, I think we actually did say this. It's the best story of any Tales of. We actually had agreed this. That story-wise, it's the best Tales of. Story-wise, I mean, I know there are different games, but it would give Last of Us a run for its money on a well-written story.
Yeah. So for how JRPGs normally go. I mean, we are going to be picking up Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, which I obviously played when I was younger, which is my favourite Tales of. So it'll be interesting to go back to
see how that compares.
Now that I'm older, do I like the storyline? Yeah. Anyway,
incredible game.
Coming in at number one was something that I heard about, I think, late 2012, coming fairly early in 2013, and it was just everything.
It sounded like the best of everything.
It was just everything I wanted in a game. Yeah. I mean, what more do I need to be told than by a reviewer that it's Tales of mixed with Pokemon?
And the game is
Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. That is our number one for 2013.
And actually, the more I keep thinking about it, it's obviously close. The top 5 is close, but there's no doubt in my mind that this should be number one.
So some of the good points about Ni no Kuni. Well, firstly, all the illustrations and the cutscenes are done by Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, who are incredible, just incredible, and the music is absolutely incredible.
Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yeah.
I mean, the soundtrack to this it's a beautiful soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, now this is without doubt, and it's by a country mile. It has the best music of the game. Sorry, it has the best music of a game of the year.
Yes.
Just without. There's just no comparison.
Because you might say that everyone's built the emote line. I know a lot of people like the Last of Us thing.
Yeah.
You could say, oh, GTA 5's got all these songs.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, Ni no Kuni is
just
the best
music.
Absolutely brilliant. The battle system. Okay, so if you love Pokemon and you love collecting all your creatures, well, unless you collect familiars, and then you can choose which ones you want to take on, and they morph into different ones.
Yeah, like Pokemon. Some familiars have like 3 different versions which use certain items to level them up higher, and it's just.
And then it comes into the Tales of thing where you've got your your monster you're familiar doing the moves, and then you can move around with your character and you can do moves with them.
Healing or attacking or
it's like live action. You don't wait for your turn. Everything's happening at once.
just like Tales of.
Just like that.
I mean, and the story is absolutely incredible. I mean, I could not talk more highly of this
I had the
game.
tear in my eye with Oliver in the first bit.
I mean, I don't think we can say much more. I mean, we could gush about this game all day long.
Yeah, I mean, for any of those of you who've got a PS3 and you've not played like an RPG and you're into fantasy, this takes you to another world.
And it's behind the top. I mean, the map is absolutely incredible as well.
Yes, and I think the best thing for me was just the way it looked. It's so colourful and vibrant.
Yeah, it is. Not many games look like this. It's possible that no game
looks like that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So
no game sounds like it. No game looks like it.
And no game plays like it, actually.
Yeah.
In the sense that I know it's got elements from Tales of and Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean it lends from all different kinds of games, but the way it brings it together, no game actually plays like this.
So, our number one for 2013
without doubt
is Ni no Kuni.
Without doubt.
Woo! Ni no Kuni. So I think we're gonna have some shout outs now. Ones that we kind of wanted to put in because Pikmin 3 wasn't gonna be on, but we couldn't decide whether we should put on Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, but then we just thought it's
a remake, so technically it didn't come out this year, just like Earthbound, even though that wasn't a remake, but that was a re-release.
Yeah.
And then there was Rain, which is a downloadable game for the PS3. That was a pretty unique game.
Really good, actually.
Yeah, it looked good, had good music.
Like an action puzzle game. Really incredible. And what we probably should say that even though Mario isn't our kind of game, we do realise that there have been some excellent ones this year. It's just that we wouldn't really put it in our top 10.
So we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to say if it's good or bad because we haven't played them, so we can't pass judgment.
Yeah, and I think that might be about it. So here's looking forward to 2014, and we know there's some crazy games coming out this year.
Yes.
So our top games of 2014 could be ridiculous.
Well, just at the top of my head, we've got Lightning Returns, we've got South Park: Stick of Truth, we've got Tales of Symphonia Chronicles HD, we've got Ultra Street Fighter 4,
Tales of Exilia 2,
Tales of Exilia 2, Tales of Come On.
So you wait till next year when we do our games of 2014. If you think we're hyped now,
if we're still here,
crazy hype then.
But
anyway, guys, we've been the gamers, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you later, guys.